Hello. We have the full moon in Pisces tonight or tomorrow, depending on where you are. It's the harvest moon. It's quite an exciting little moon because it brings up all our emotions. Not that that's that exciting, but yeah, it's an emotional, watery moon. I have got notes today. I always do notes for these so that I don't miss anything out. So let's go. Let's go. So it's the harvest moon tonight or tomorrow, like I said, depending on where you are. We have a full moon in Pisces, and it is the moon that links to our emotional side, okay? It links back to our sensitivity and our emotions, okay? So it can be an insecure sign which sort of struggles to understand its own hidden depths. It is the last full moon before the season turns, okay, and we move into autumn in the UK. Now, if you live in a different hemisphere, you may be in a different season. I'm not au fait at the moment with the seasons in the different areas, so you'll know, but whichever way we're moving is about a move. It is about a turn, okay? So allow this illumination to help you, the illumination of this moon, to help you to really tap into what's happened since the 21st of June till now. Look at the things that have happened, look at what's come up for you, and see if you can cleanse and heal any of that, okay? Now, do know that this is, under this moon, your practical plans may hit stop signs and inevitable cancellation and pause because of your emotional feelings, right? So just be aware of that. Also note that the sun is in Virgo at the moment, which is a really practical, down-to-earth planner side. It can be a little bit stubborn and rigid, but it has got that very grounded planning energy, so that can help to balance out the Piscean emotions, which are pretty much all over the place because the Pisces wants to be nurturing and help everyone and kind of people please, and it's to kind of watch for those tendencies within yourself so that you're not bringing those out like all the time, right? And it's to find a balance within yourself with regard to all of that. So remember, this is the sign of the intuit. So the intuition, Pisces is an intuitive sign. Anyone within that sign has the watery element. The watery element, for all the signs of the water element, actually Scorpio, Cancerian, Pisces, they have that intuitive depth to them, whether they realize it or not. And it's about remembering that. And the watery depths of the Piscean sign will open the door to a deeper understanding and awakening to all of what everything really means, okay? Because you kind of understand that with Piscean. Piscean can bring through that knowledge to you. Of course, you have to be careful with how you use it, right? So in this moon, your intuition is going to be very heightened. Your senses will be firing on all cylinders. And you've got to be careful here because polarity can dawn, okay? So the emotional responses and the things that you felt, and it's to really watch for those thoughts. And maybe you see that all is not what it first seemed to be. This is what you might see in this moon. Remember with the Piscean moon, remember with this energy of the harvest moon, the new season starting, the clearing from one harvest to the new season, your ability to realize what's been going on is so much more pronounced, right? So you know more, you're more available to that envisioning, right? So imagine it will come through your visions, it will come through your dreams. You'll start to see things for what they really, really are. Be in cohesion with your feelings, know how to use them, and do this through loving nature to yourself. This is about being caring to yourself. The Pisces wants to go out and help everybody. Love, 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 love. Give, 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 give. While sometimes forgetting its own inner core system, and that's something we need to be really aware of. But remember, you can allow this moon to help you to manage your emotions if you allow it to, with that Virgo in practicality and groundedness, and the energy of the Piscean moon and the knowledge put together, you can create that, okay? As with all full moons, it is a time for inner reflection, to take pause and to release anything that just doesn't need to be in your energy field, okay? Anything. Just take yourself away from everything that brings up a metallic taste in your mouth, right? Sometimes we hang around in situations and we kind of make ourselves kind of beholden to experiences that are no good for us. This is a point in time to really allow your emotions to show you, and then take that grounded energy of Virgo and kind of conceptualize it and bring it into a practical solution for yourself, right? You know, remember, it's tough to have something new in your life, right? If you're still holding on to the past, and we talk about a little bit of coherence here. Often we want something, right? But we're holding on so tightly to past emotional experiences, past feelings, even past ways of being. You're going to find it really, really tricky if you keep holding on to that stuff that isn't actually going to help you move forward into the next phase of your life, right? Remember, it's all about phases. So when we move into new seasons, it's a new phase, it's a new start, it's a new beginning. We've kind of lost a lot of our connection to Gaia, to Mother Earth, and to the goddess moon energy. We've lost a lot of our connection to these kind of ritual, traditional ways of working through our emotional responses and working through our ways of being over time. And it's to kind of bring some of this little bit back into yourself so you can ride this knowledge, this capacity of understanding, and you can use this cyclical nature of the Earth system to have the life that you really deserve and want, right? So it's a great time to be at one with water. If you can get to a body of water or a beach, that's really great, or immerse yourself in creativity. It's really good because you've got this very open, illuminated state, which is feeling emotions, which is watery, and it can open you up to new potential feelings, right? Remember, in this sign, you'll be able to see what needs to change. You will know so long as you allow this to happen for you, and do not remain resistant to the changing faces of your life. Right, now I'm going to pause there, because so many of us are resistant to those changing phases of our life. Also, and this is a big one, and I get asked it a lot when I do work that I do. How though? People just go, but how? Release that how question. Just release it. Let it go. Okay? And be at one with your body and ask it what it really, really needs, and trust in the response that it gives you, as opposed to expecting change to just come in through force of will. This is about real, natural acceptance of letting go of what no longer serves you and bringing in that which can bring newness to you. We are cyclical beings. We do go through changes, and it's when we're resistant to change that we struggle, okay? Now, if you're feeling vulnerable, afraid to step into your greatness, this is a time to open your eyes and take that step, okay? If you need, you know where I am. I can help you with to take these steps, okay, to get to the real you. I offer healings, I offer readings. Come join me for a little while. Come sit with me. I can help you to get through these spaces. I'm offering those. They're available on my website. Just go look for them, right? This is so you can feel better in yourself. You'd be amazed at what that little step can do for you and how much it can help you. Sometimes we just need to ask. But at the moment, and right now, and in this energy, take a little bit of a moment to pause and take a little bit of a moment to ask yourself what it needs, and ask yourself what you want to get rid of and flush out, right? If you struggle, like I say, with that, there's always help. Now, look at it this way. The Pisces full moon will lift you up. It's going to awaken you from a slumber and assist you in creating a new beginning, or at least the beginning of the fashioning of a new beginning. It can help you to step into newness, okay? It can help you. Now, often I'm asked this question, and often I feel this question within me myself, actually, and it's this thing of, well, surely if you're going into an autumnal season, and some of you are not, so some of you are going into, say, spring season, but if you're going into the autumnal one, you might ask the question, well, shouldn't I be bringing my energy down and doing less as opposed to more? This isn't about the doing aspect. This is about the acceptance of your flowing life, okay? And it's about understanding that when you move into the flow of life, that you move with the seasons naturally, and what comes to you will be the right thing for you at any given moment in time. So it's recognizing that. And I'm pretty sure you can all do it, because if you're watching this video, then you literally have got some of that magic within you, some of that alchemy within you, right? Because alchemy is part of the human world, human universe, I nearly said. But human world, or maybe universe, I don't know. But, you know, it's part of the human world, and it's part of our makeup. So, you know, giving yourself that permission to tap into that alchemy, giving yourself the permission to be part of that gift that has been bestowed upon mankind, and that can open you up to new potentials, right? So it's a time to let go of your inner self-imposed limitations and step around them so you can be all that you can be, right? Imagine, if you will, a new you rising up out of the ashes. So we have that whole phoenix energy, that energy of the phoenix that died to something to release itself into a new body of consciousness. Now, actually, it's made me think of something, and I'd like to bring it up here for you. I put my hand up like a child at school until I used to be a teacher. So what this is about realizing that we don't just live one life in this life, we kind of live many lives. We kind of die to old experiences. When we release something, we almost have to die to that acceptance of letting it go. Really take pause that you can do that. Now, if you feel a little bit of a struggle coming on with that, get a little tea light candle, light it, and just come into the energy of that flame and just see it just burning away, just releasing from your whole makeup of you. Let go of it. Allow yourself to step into the new arena by releasing that which doesn't serve you. And knowing that you can rise up and be a new you that is acceptable. I think we've kind of all been trained and conditioned through social constructs to believe that we don't have the propensity to make changes. Well, actually we do, and it's now being proved through quantum physics and science that this can happen. Once we thought everything was very, very fixed in the kind of the Newtonian model of science, but if you look at the quantum physics model, it gives us a different response to that. Maybe have a look at that if you're interested in that, actually, because it can help you to understand how we move and how we are as human beings and how our energy fuses with nature and the world at large. Okay, so as I say, it's a time to drop limitations and to use this strong and powerful, fruitful energy to release everything that holds you back. A time to really let go of everything. Don't spend time thinking on what you've been holding on to and know that it's time to let go of. Just let it go. Let go of those outmoded beliefs. Let go of those patterns. Let go of all the things that do not let you be your best self. It's not rocket science, but it can be difficult in the fact that we've become quite programmed in our actions. So I would suggest maybe starting with one small thing and changing that, and then moving very slowly through your life with just releasing and discarding the stuff that doesn't help you. Remember, by letting go, you can bring in what's new for you. And this is the other thing, and I think it's something that we just forget on a daily basis, that if we let go of stuff that doesn't serve us, then new stuff can come in, because we create the space, we create the vortex, and we open that potential and the potentiality of that, right? Now, the card that came up, if you watch my live readings, the card that came up this month, so for this week, was rise above your problems. It couldn't be more apt, could it, right? And this is what this is, right? It is to move into understanding what this message is bringing to you. Often our problems are the things we're holding on to. They often are our resistance to change, yeah? So kind of find your space to rise out of those things, rise out of those spaces, so you can create some newness. Now, I will be bringing that, putting that video out on Wednesday, so check out the page, so the Self-Love Self-Care Angel System page for that reading, and it will be there, and it will give you a little bit more information, and I'll do some more information around it when I do the reading. Okay, now there's an energetic flowing system available. It brings an outcome. It brings in outcome as in time to move forward, not within the next few weeks, say. I mean, you can do it within the next few weeks, but gives yourself time to plan in those next few weeks. Give yourself time to plan what you want to do, what you're going to release, what you're going to get rid of. Kind of in the energy of the full moon for about 3 to 4 days. So give yourself that time in those 3 to 4 days to let go, okay? You can step into this when you have let go, as I say, of what you don't need, because it really does rely on that. Like I say, if we hold on to the things that we don't need, then you are going to be in a kind of resistance. So you're going to be in a kind of push-pull situation where you're trying to live one life while having, I always put it like this, right? It's like having one foot in that old life and trying to put your other foot forward in the new life, but almost kind of pulling yourself from these two opposing forces and struggling to actually just take that leap and take that step forward. Now, you don't have to leap. We don't have to jump. It's okay, you can take a step, but just move that foot out of that past and pull it into your future. It's really interesting because I'm gonna put my little hand up to this. I really have been stuck in my past and my future at the same time for quite some time, so I really know what we're talking about here. So it is to really, with all your energy and love, I always step back into self-love. I always step back into loving energy. Bring love to this release. Bring acceptance to this release. And also bring forgiveness, right? All the old stuff that happened, right? Anything where you maybe felt victim mentality, where you're blaming others for what was going on, where you were feeling sorry for yourself, let it go, right? Release it. And really step into forgiveness energy so that you can have the life that you deserve. Because often when we're not forgiving, we're in what I call entrapment. So we're trapped within an old way of thinking and being and doing, okay? So remove that energy. Remove all that drama queen, people pleasing, victim mentality. Be careful with Pisces, actually, because it can fall into that. And really allow that the Virgoan energy with the Piscean energy to bring you to deep fruitfulness, okay? So you might need more time to yourself during this full moon, and be careful of the Piscean energy, as I've just said, okay? It is a time to look after yourself rather than anyone else right now, okay? You need to get yourself right so you can help other people. Now, a lot of healers, light workers, kind souls, beautiful souls, you're always out to help other people and forget about yourself. Come bring some love to yourself, bring some energy to yourself, and bring some acceptance and forgiveness to yourself as well as others in this time, in this moment, okay? So this pause time is going to give you the energy and space to know what you want and need. There might be energy regarding money during this time. I don't know why I got this, but I feel this. So just a little bit after the full moon, and when Venus comes into ruling Libra, there might be some ahas. Libra does deal with relationship too. So kind of let this unfold rather than making a full-on decision. But let it unfold, like I say, within this 4-day gap and area. And just allow yourself to kind of see what's coming up for you, because there's a lot of realization coming up, okay? Now, a lot of earth and water in this full moon. So you've got Virgo energy, you've got Piscean energy, and it's a good time for recovery work, working deeply on everything, okay? Lots of stuff is going to come up, and along with this, we are actually going to go into Mercury retrograde on the 27th of September. Look, whether you follow these retrogrades and things like that or not, because I was speaking to somebody last week, and they were saying that, they didn't follow all that stuff, and that's fine. We don't need to follow this stuff. But it's just to kind of be aware that there are planetary things going on that can affect our systems, because whether we realise it or not, we are affected by the planets. We are affected by the water. We do know this. We do know this. It's just we have almost like forgotten it, or kind of put it in a box and put the lid over it. So it's just to remember that we're affected by the cyclical nature of Gaia, of the Earth system and the interplanetary grid system. We're affected by this, okay? So, to my mind, because we're moving into the Mercury retrograde energy, which will, like I say, be on Monday, this is about shadow work. You kind of need to look at your other side too, your shadow aspect, yeah? Get into that energy, look at what's not working for you, take responsibility for your pain stories and recognize they're brought by you, for you. You're bringing that through to yourself. When you accept that and remove the blame, the judgment, the fact that someone else did something for you or to you, and you move into the shadow aspect, so that whatever we experience is our own perception, you can clean it up. So release, purge, let go. allow the shadow side of you, so to help you to heal areas of your system that are completely out of alignment. Okay, this is such a great time in order for you to really step into your reality and using that Virgoing energy, but with that almost illuminating, almost mystical, dreamlike vision state. Yeah, you can literally fuse both those, play with both of those energies and create something better for yourself. Now, like I say, be really, really careful of the Piscean energy that's emotional, sensitive, and wants to keep giving, and just hold yourself back to understanding that this is about you giving that stuff to yourself. Yeah, so if you can step into giving that energy to yourself, and then when you get through that, then you can get back into the work with other people. And this isn't to say stop doing your work. It's just to say give yourself the time to recognize that when you fill your own cup up, then you can help others in a much deeper and more profound and so much more light-filled way. And also, when your cup's deeply filled up and you're so much more firing on all cylinders, the work that you do is so much stronger, and it really, really positively helps everyone in a much better way. Anyway, my lovelies, that is it for today's full moon update. Namaste. And I will be back soon. Take care of yourselves, and I love you very much. Take care. I'm sending you all the love. Kisses and love. Kisses. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.